Hi, I'm Brina.
And I'm Dee Dee.
And we're Mighty Moms, to Owen and Tad, who are both on the autism spectrum.
We're going to share real, honest content and experiences
about what it's like to be a mom of a kiddo on the autism spectrum.
Between the two of us, there is nothing we haven't experienced.
We don't hold back, and neither should you.
Here we go.
Welcome to Mighty Moms podcast, live Q&A. I don't know how many.
Number 5, I think.
Number 5?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Welcome, everybody.
We're Look at us with the consistency.
Right. For 5 weeks, we've done this. So we're going live on Facebook and on YouTube today. No, TikTok and YouTube we will post.
But we'll upload to YouTube, so
yep.
it will be
We'll
there.
upload to YouTube tomorrow, so you can watch the full podcast. And also it'll be aired on all of podcasting networks. So Facebook has failed us many times not wanting to put out our lives.
Facebook doesn't like us. I don't know if they just don't like autism or what, but...
So be sure you do...
File a complaint.
Be sure you do follow all of our posts on Facebook. That's the way you can keep up with us. And you can just go straight to our Mighty Moms podcast page and join us live there if it doesn't prompt you to let you know we're going live, because it's supposed to do that. And TikTok, boy, we're doing great on TikTok. And I'm loving the, what is it? Share your link and make money.
Can people post their link in the comments?
Yeah, hey, post your link in the comments and we'll go back on these lives and we'll click on your link so you can make money while you're on our podcast.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to do that.
We will go and do it. We will go and do it. So
yeah.
Now, are they able to just go to our page and click on something?
No. So what I'll do also is I'll just link our TikTok link in there too, and then if you'll click on ours, we'll click on yours.
Cool. Perfect.
How's that?
Perfect.
So I see a lot of people coming in. Hello, everybody. I don't know if I should click on that live fest thing. I think I should. I'm gonna do that real quick.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I think you can just, join it, can't you? No?
I don't know. Don't know how to do that yet. Oh. I got a text from... Let's see. So, if you have any questions on Facebook, or we have no viewers on Facebook, but if you have any questions on TikTok about autism or anything in regard to autism, let's post them there, and then we can answer them.
We're really excited because we have a new product that we're going to tell you guys about next.
Let's talk about. We can just say a little bit about it. So, Brina and I, through Mighty Moms, are going to become affiliates with a company called Beneve, and we've both tested it out. I'm on my third bottle. No, my second. I just
started it, so
I'm on my second bottle of it. But autism parents, I can't express. I mean, we talk about chronic fatigue, illness, stress, all that. Brings our body's immune system and everything lower than normal. We have autoimmune issues as well, and this product, I was looking specifically for a product that would help with my immune system, because mine is low due to I have Epstein-Barr virus, which I'm not sure if everybody knows about that, but it's just chronic inflammation and fatigue, and it can be active, it can go dormant. My numbers are extremely high, and they've been high for years. But I do believe it links back to lack of sleep, stress, the type of life that we live in as parents, parenting children on the spectrum. So I found this product by Eve. Finding Eve was the one that she comes to our Mighty Moms group. We just posted a thing on TikTok with a picture of us with her. But she introduced us to
The Power of 3.
The Power of 3, which has glutathione, and it has two other ingredients. I can't.
That's what I was going to ask you about, because you know more about what all those things are that's in that. So, because I'm kind of learning. All I know is I just started it last night, and I slept for the first time without any other kind of sleep aid. I was able to fall asleep. I did not have restless legs. I didn't have any of the things. And I fell asleep around 11, and I did wake up at 4:30, but when I woke up, I was like,
You're recharged.
I'm getting up. Like,
And
I'm
it's
getting
not,
up, and I
it's not,
never do that.
It's not necessarily a supplement that makes you sleepy. What it does is just, it combats that chronic inflammation in your body. And chronic inflammation in your body will cause issues like insomnia, restless leg, and
Well, and doesn't it help with anxiety? The magnesium? Is there magnesium?
No, there's
in it?
no magnesium.
Okay, so it's just, so tell me
So,
about the glutathione.
the main thing,
What does that do?
glutathione is,
Because I've heard you talk about that before.
it helps with oxidative stress, which we know as moms of children on the autism spectrum, we've got oxidative stress. Our children have oxidative stress, and glutathione helps. It helps get in the cells. I'm no doctor, so don't quote me on this, but
no, but you've done a lot of research on this for Tad and
Tad's
yourself.
pediatrician has constantly pushed glutathione, and we have done different types of glutathione on him, liposomal or something.
Liposomal.
And then we've done the pill, we've done actually the cream, and all different things. And yes, it does help him, but I never knew that actually, like, I was kind of sketchy on if this would work for the pill form. And the ingredients and the company that it comes from, it's very pure, and it helps with oxidative stress. So, and helps also, this product, Power 3, it also helps with, help you put those antioxidants in your body, and to help you fight all the inflammation
and that makes sense, because if I think about the reasons why I can't sleep, it isn't because I'm not sleepy. It's
Right,
not
you're
because I'm
sleepy.
not tired. It's not because I'm not exhausted. It's because I can't turn off my brain because I'm stressed.
Yeah.
It's because I have restless leg, because I probably have, like, I don't know, low whatever. I know my iron's good, but, like, I know that doesn't have magnesium in it, but it almost just gave me that same sort of
relaxation.
effect.
Well, so the other product that's probably you are feeling more of is, it's got hops in it, and it's what hops is what is in actual beer, or also, what are those drinks you drink that are
They
have hops
there's
in
hop water,
hop
and
water,
then
yeah.
there's poppy, and
But the hops is in the hop water.
hop water for sure.
Well, that's probably where you get your relaxation and calming effect. And it's in the purest form as well. And this is a company that's fairly new, and it's a woman-owned company out of Florida.
Love that.
Yeah. And anyway, we wanted to really we always want to try products first before we start promoting them.
And so far as to say, we actually have not signed up as affiliates yet. And
No, we haven't, but we want to.
I came in today because she had been telling me that she liked it, and we are very picky about what we promote.
Yeah.
We're not going to promote something just to make a buck.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's got to be something
it's got to be something we believe in.
And that's something you need to know. If you see something that we promote from us, it's something we've tried that we like, and we're going to promote it. So
absolutely. And I came in this morning, it was the first thing that I said to her. I was like, oh my gosh, because I ordered it the same time you did.
Yeah,
but I
you
ordered
had
so
it.
many supplements, and this is
She
embarrassing.
does.
Like, if I look like the crunchiest mom you've ever seen in your life.
But she doesn't take any of it.
But then I don't take, or I do, but then I just get overwhelmed.
Just consistency. It's too much.
Consistency, and I think, like, okay, I need to take one product at a time to see how it helps.
Yeah.
And I've gotten really good at doing that. Therefore, I have this whole cabinet above the toilet in my bathroom that is just, it looks like a store.
Yeah.
It looks like it's bad.
Yeah.
But I found it over the weekend because we had met with Eve on Saturday at our Mighty Moms coffee break at Opera House.
Yeah.
And we started talking about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot. And I said, show me the bottle again. And I was like, oh, I think I know where that is in my house. And sure enough, that's where it was. And so I took it last night. I just happened to remember And again, it wasn't like I took something that just knocked me
Yeah,
out.
it
But
just
I
was-
just was calm, and I
And you
didn't
woke
have.
up, you wake up refreshed.
And so when I woke up this morning, I took 2 more because I went
Okay,
to the
so-
bottle and I was like, "Wait, what does this say?" So it helped. It said it helps balance your mood. It helps your skin be glowy. And I told Eve this morning because I ran into her again getting coffee, and I was like, I feel like I could already tell a difference in my skin. What?
yeah.
And we weren't even going to talk about it today because we don't even have a link to give
I know,
you.
and
but
we're
we
and
will.
honestly, I'm not very educated on it. I just know a little bit enough that I was knew that I wanted. I researched it enough to know if it was safe and that if I wanted to take it, because I'm very picky about what I take, and it is. I'm not gonna. I can't even. I tell you, I just encourage everyone to look into it. We'll be posting once we do sign up in that. We'll do more videos on it, but
And we can, it might take a few hours or a day or so, but we can come back and post a link in this. So if
Absolutely.
you're seeing this at a later date, check
Yeah.
the comments because there may be a link there to
Yeah.
our Beneve.
And one
is
thing-
the company called
Beneve.
Beneve?
I think that's how you say it, but it actually is. It's so new. Like if you go Google it, there's not much on it. I had to just research the actual ingredients on the product and then search the company and where it came from, where it started. That's how I knew who that a lady. It's a woman-owned company.
And I know they also have a coffee replacement supplement.
Yeah, so they
I
have
not
they
tried
have
it yet.
tons of things, and one of them is just based on cortisol levels, which our cortisol levels are high. I've tested mine; mine are outrageously
You
high.
ever see like I'll be feeling
Yeah,
so
puffy
good and then I see my
skin.
face and I'm like
Yeah,
a blowfish.
yeah. So we know our cortisol, and then also, so I haven't tried the coffee in that, but because I don't drink much caffeine, but I have.
do.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. But I have tried. One thing I want to do is take care of my gut too, because our gut is our
Yes.
second brain, and if it's not healthy, we're not healthy. Which we've all been told that if you have a good pediatrician for your child, they want to focus on the gut first, and constantly, help the gut out. And they have a product on there that I've been taking, and I've seen amazing results. It's very comparable to the Armra, but it has more in it, and to help with the gut. And believe it's called G3. So I'm taking that too.
Okay.
They also have a product
I
That
take the Armor.
that I've been taking
I
too.
love the Armor.
The G3 is comparable to the Armor. It just has more
Is it
gut.
Beneve? Oh, okay.
It has more gut help in it, like aloe, which is very good for your gut, and also it that's antibacterial that's in it. So, and
I
then
want to do a whole podcast on because you had mentioned Epstein-Barr, and you have not mentioned that a lot since I've known you. You've probably just heard me talking about RA and fibromyalgia. Like, oh my gosh, I wish you'd shut up because I talk about
I
it all the
haven't.
time
We really don't talk about
But-
our ailments. We talk about more of our son.
for
but
our kids. But how common is that? Like, I feel like we need to do a whole episode over moms. Tell us what your
let's do that today.
autoimmune issues
Yeah.
are, because it's almost everybody that I know.
I just was listening to a podcast on autism moms, of which I listen to a lot of podcasts. So if you have a podcast out there on
I do
autism,
not. I will
send them my way, because if I'm in my car, I'm listening to podcasts. But I just recently listened to a mom, and she literally had a stroke
I
at
didn't know that's what he was
32 years old. She has 3 children on the spectrum.
Oh my gosh,
And
that would
she
make
had-
you stroke.
she had
sorry.
no-
not sorry.
She had no physical ailments like that could have led to
What,
it
that
other
she-
than stress.
Stress.
But she didn't, when you're in the war zone, you
don't
don't feel
know.
stressed. I had a doctor have to
You don't
tell
know.
me, you don't live in a normal environment. And I have to say, Tad's a pretty good kid. He's not a lot of what I hear other moms talking about. My heart breaks because I don't experience that yet. I still
know.
know it's not a normal
know.
life. So, yeah, moms out there, how are y'all feeling? Like, do y'all have any autoimmune or physical ailments, that anxiety, depression?
So
Are you constantly getting sick? Like your immune system's just shot because of stress, and the stress that stress that causes the immune system to just deplete.
Yeah.
Cortisol
and does
levels.
Anybody
Are
know
you?
anything about the link between autoimmune issues with moms?
Yeah, I'd love to
And
know
did
more
your
about that.
autoimmune issue come before you had your child? Like, so I knew I had RA before I ever got pregnant with Owen.
Okay.
But
But it probably wasn't as bad.
it wasn't as bad, and I don't know if that's like because of age, but I will tell you in the last year to 2 years, honestly, since you and I met, and I've learned so much about gut health. I mean, you've talked a ton about that. And I had researched it a little, but just didn't realize how important it was because for the last few years, I feel like I've gotten myself out of the majority of the inflammation that I used to be. I used to be in a really bad place, inflammatory wise,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that's what it was.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And
But you have, like you yourself, you have RA.
fibromyalgia.
You have fibromyalgia, but you have
I don't have
thyroid
any
issues?
thyroid issues.
Oh my gosh,
but
that's
I will
great.
say, I know, and I will say, I have heard this though before that you can get your thyroid checked, and it might show up okay, but that doesn't mean that you don't have thyroid issues.
That's because there's more markers than what the typical doctor
Yes.
checks. I believe my doctor checks 4 or 6 different markers.
Okay.
And that's how she found mine.
I do know that at some point I had that more extensive testing done, and it still was fine.
Yeah, it could
But
be.
even since then, I've read some study because I'm telling you, when I open my news feed on any social media platform I'm on, everything that's in my news feed is like gut health,
Yeah.
sensory toys.
That's because what
know.
the algorithm hears
Yeah.
what you were talking about.
And so, so yeah, it's like,
Fix that. So we're both.
okay.
I don't know
Sorry.
why.
I think we were both scoot up at first, and now we're
Oh,
now
we get
like-
relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look on here. You keep talking about your.
Yeah. So no, I was just gonna say. So, I've been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis probably like for the last 10, 12 years. I think I was like in my early 30s when I was diagnosed.
Yeah.
So I was not, I didn't have Owen until I was 35 or 36. I can't remember. So I already had it before, but not to the point that I was on any kind of medication, because I remember that I wasn't on medication for it when I got pregnant. And I have been on medication. I would love to get off that. And I will tell you that having done the parasite cleanses that we've been doing for the last almost year now have made a huge difference. In fact, I'm on another one right now. So I do one about every 3 months. And
let me just jump in here. That we learned about this through Chip Paul. He has a podcast called Chip Talks and Neighborly Wellness Nutrition. I believe that's. I'm sorry if I.
Chip and Cindy Paul.
Chip and Cindy Paul. They're on Facebook. They're on TikTok, and
A wealth of
we're gonna
knowledge.
have him. He's supposed to come in a while back, but life happens. But he.
And I think we were like moving podcast studios.
Yeah, we had a lot
and all
going on,
that.
but we are an affiliate with them, and we do use their products and highly,
And
highly,
we will drop that
highly
link in the comments.
recommend their products, the most natural form of vitamins, omegas.
And I can't wait until we have them
Dewormer.
on. So listen, y'all.
We both did the dewormer. Of course, I
Listen.
did the Ivor one, and you did too.
Hey, Ryan Knight. Yes,
you
gut
did
health
too.
and maintenance. Also look at epigenetics.
Oh,
yes, the
nice.
3 T's: trauma, toxins, and thoughts can affect gene expression.
Cool, Ron. Thanks for sharing.
We need to have him on the podcast.
We'd love to have you
too.
on our
I know.
podcast to chat with
Well,
us.
and I mentioned this to Amy when we were at Amy is Ryan's wife. Ryan Knight is a local chiropractor, and he commented on Facebook and is telling us to look into epigenetics and the 3 T's: trauma, toxins, and thoughts, because they can affect your gene expression.
Yeah, yes. And he's a wealth of knowledge as well. I want to have him on our podcast. And
I told
Ryan,
Amy
we
at
also
one point, but
I meant
we got
to,
busy.
Yeah, Amy and Amy and Ryan, I hope they come to and speak at our autism conference this coming
This
year.
Yeah. As soon as
So-
the new year starts, we're going to be planning that. So
Yeah,
don't be
because-
dodging our calls.
I didn't really know Ryan or Amy prior to the autism conference, and just visiting with him and listening to him share with our moms.
well,
I was like,
and
man, he's a
so
wealth of knowledge.
this is what I had mentioned to Amy just very briefly. I don't know if she remembers, because I have heard, and there's not a lot of information out there about it, but I have heard about studies, and I don't have any to link, and that's why I'm turning to an expert. I would
Just
love
let me
for
know.
us to have
Hey, Ryan, yes.
I would love for us to have a someone who is a chiropractor who has done research
Yeah,
on
nutritional,
how
functional
autism,
nutrition.
how autism can benefit, because I know that there has got to be a link, because
How
there's a
autism
link to
can-
everything else in
You
our
mean
body
how
through chiropractic health.
Autism and chiropractic and nutritional
Yes.
functional medicine,
Yes.
absolutely 100%
And so-
works.
but there's
My
not a lot
child's
of
a walking
information.
testimony of it.
But there's not a lot of information out
not.
there about it.
But
And I feel like
he's
if
got it.
somebody, like, and that's what I was trying to, I think, briefly explain to Amy when I talked to her about this in the past, was that if a chiropractor who was genuinely, like, interested in that did some studies and put out some information, like, you don't understand
Yeah,
the way the
no.
autism community just, like,
If it works for one mom, they're going to try it on their child.
I'm trying. That's why I have all the products in my bathroom.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
if something comes up in my newsfeed that could possibly help, I mean, we took Owen to Panama twice.
Yeah,
for
stem
stem
cells,
cells.
yeah.
and it was $20,000 a pop.
Yeah.
you know, and it's
We're
like
gonna
I'll
try it.
spend my last dime.
Absolutely.
You know, getting and we didn't really see any immediate benefits, and we were just talking about this the other day, my husband and I, because we were like, we didn't see any immediate benefits, but I would never tell a mom because I had a mom that was asking me about it.
Did
I
it
don't
work
even know
for
who
you?
she
Like,
was.
did it work for
me? Well,
Owen?
I don't know. He didn't see, and that's what I told her. I said, he didn't see any immediate effects, but have you been around Owen now compared to 5 years ago?
You don't know how
He's a different kid.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the effects were immediate for him. They could have been long term. They could still be. We still could see effects from the stem cell therapy that we did.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We're willing to try anything, and there's got to be a connection for autism and chiropractic health in some
absolutely.
way.
Like he said, the gut, the brain is connected, and also like even adjusting the spine helps get the right blood and flow everything to the brain.
Yeah, and most kids on the spectrum, because they're always needing PT and OT, they have poor muscle tone. They have poor posture. I mean, Tad and Owen both are like,
Yeah, I know.
And it's just because they don't have that that core strength, like they should,
yeah.
and so that affects their spine and everything.
But I have to tell you, Tad had scoliosis. He had it for
I didn't
years.
know that. Okay.
And when he was, and I don't know what causes that. It seemed like it was like a growth spurt or something. Anyway, he had an X-ray, and they're like, "Yep, there it is." And I don't know if that's genetic too. Ryan could probably really chime in on that. But we did. We were consistently getting adjusted twice a week, or once to twice a week.
How old was he when you did that?
So we started when he was like 6.
Okay, and he would do it.
Absolutely, he
See, and
He
gets
didn't mind
massages
it.
and everything.
Oh, he loves massages.
I'm thinking Owen. I feel like Owen might be getting to the place where
Hey,
he would do that because
you
he's
know,
so chill.
the first
he's
time-
so chill
the
right
first
now.
time we
Knock
went
on
in-
wood. I don't.
Yeah. The first time that he got adjusted, of course, he didn't know what was going on.
He's like,
But-
I'll fight you. That's what Owen would do. He'd be like,
And so we just really let him know, hey, this is going to help you, lay down on the table. The first thing was laying down backwards was really huge for him. So he was just like, I'm not going to do
Yeah.
it. But we drove him to Frisco because he was the only person that I knew at the time,
Yeah.
like that would help children on the spectrum or children that are nonverbal or special needs children and all
Yeah.
in general, and have the patience. And so we started with him, and we just I just drove him down there, had an adjustment, drove him back, and we saw so much improvement. And so years later, I guess it was time. Let's get another X-ray. And it might have been 3 years.
I almost feel like at our conference
It's not
we have
present.
a whole slew of like maybe every year we focus on something, and one year it's like functional medicine and like holistic.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because I mean, the medical community hasn't done anything for us. So no
Hopefully that's
offense.
going to change.
Like, I mean, and I thank goodness for stem cell research, and I thank goodness for, like the research that is happening for autism out there, but I just feel like there's got to be something else that we can do for our kids. And I will say this because I know people listen who are like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't try to cure autism." The kind of autism my son has, I want to cure.
Yeah,
I want to hear
I
him
know.
speak. I want
Who
him to know
cares?
that he's putting
It's
himself
not-
in danger.
Well,
All the
anything
things.
that's better than what is present
Yeah.
is huge.
I want him to have a normal life and get married and have kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't-
that's not a horrible thing for
No,
me to
it's
want
not.
him
So
to be.
get off here if you don't want
free
to do
of
that.
those
So
things. Yeah, we're not playing that game.
Ryan, what's it say?
Sometimes it's
What
you adjust and don't adjust to have the greatest neurological impact. Sometimes we will only treat one side of the body. Huh.
Yeah.
Dr. Wilson in his Anna office in Anna, Texas, is one of the highest trained pediatric chiropractors in the whole Metroplex. Okay, good
Nice.
to know. Okay.
So that's in Anna,
Put
Texas.
your link in the comments, Ron, if you're still on.
And that's true because I do know when Tad would go in for his adjustments, it was more of a neurological side, right?
That makes sense.
And so that he did a lot of things on the left side because Tad's left side was slower than the right, maybe.
Really?
And so he did a lot of things maybe starting on the
Okay.
left. So I do recall that. And then they have things to take home, cross
Yeah.
midline, do this, he needs to do this and do this. So we did things at home
Okay.
therapeutic wise to help too. So, but I'm glad you
Perfect.
posted that.
DrKnight.net. DrKnight.net.
Yeah. www.drknight.net. Thank you, Ryan. And if you're in this area, in the Texoma area, Knight Chiropractic is his practice, and I encourage you to go there for all your chiropractic needs.
And they have an office here in Durant that's over across from the hospital.
Yep.
I had actually never seen it before, and I was driving around looking at buildings because we're going to have to expand.
Yeah.
We're busting at the seams, and I was just driving around, looking around, and I was like, "Oh, there it is. Okay."
That's cool. So that is true. So we're getting back on we know our children and what they need, but our parents, like, are you taking care of yourself? Are
Yeah.
you making sure, number one, I highly recommend you go every 6 months to a year and just get your normal blood work from your local or your primary care physician. Get your blood work so you know what your levels are, your lipids levels, your a CBC.
And I don't know what all the lab work is called, but I know that the very first time that my doctor knew that I had anything going on, she checked my C-reactive protein.
Yeah.
So your
So
CRP.
that's what your inflammation level is.
Which is, yes. So it shows, so all that does is it tells you that you have inflammation in your body. It doesn't tell you where, but if that level is high, there's something going on.
Right. And the first thing they test for
inflammatory-wise.
is lupus, rheumatoid.
Yes.
And that's probably, you got a panel of
Yes.
those.
And I remember mine being like what they call a seronegative. So that means that they weren't even able to identify what it was. So there
Okay.
are so many autoimmune issues that don't even have a name yet that it's insane.
Yeah.
And so I know that that happens to some people sometimes, and it makes them feel like they're going crazy, because that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Because my first symptom that I had was horrific pain in my arms and hands. I owned a children's boutique for 10 years, and I had gone into work that day, felt great, felt amazing. I want to say it was about this time of year. We were super busy. We did gift wrap and everything. It was just like a very old-fashioned kind of mom and pop
I love
store.
that. I wish I would have
And
known you.
I
then.
know you would have loved it. We would have found things for Tad. And so it was, I had been at work all day, and about 4 o'clock that afternoon, all of a sudden, the worst pain I've ever felt in my life anywhere on my body. And it was literally just from like my forearm to my fingers. And
Couldn't even move
within
them.
5 minutes, I could not even use my hands. I don't even know how I had to drive. I couldn't grip the steering wheel on the way home. It was the most, if someone else had told me that, I would have been like, whatever. If you need a day off, just take a day off. Like, that's how you don't just start hurting like that. That's crazy,
Yeah.
But it was, and it was like, it was scary because, like, what's happening to me?
Yeah, I can't imagine.
That was before I was ever pregnant with Owen. So that was like early 30s.
Maybe the repetitive movement of wrapping presents and just
Something
brought on in that.
something
And
just
that's how I hear the RA happens. It just happens like so
and
fast.
that's how I found out. And actually, it took 2 or 3 years of testing before it ever showed up as rheumatoid arthritis.
Wow.
So I went to this physician in Dallas, and I can't remember his name. He was ancient and very rude, but but it was very popular, and everybody went to him. And he had all the X-ray machines and everything in his office, and they X-rayed literally every joint in my body. Like, I mean, when I'm talking every little joint, like it was very thorough, and that's how that with lab work was how I got my RA diagnosis.
Wow.
Yeah. But the medicine that he wanted to put me on had horrific side effects, and I knew very little about anything that I was going through, and I actually refused to take the medicine.
Oh no.
And I mean, there are a lot of holistic things now I know that I can do, but something just told me not to take that medicine, and I can't remember what it was called.
A lot of those medicines have black box warnings on them, so it is scary. But also, when you have something like that, you do not want to be crippled, and that's what it does.
Do I want to be crippled, or do I want my liver to fail when I'm 50? That was in my head. I was
honestly, that's the thing you have to come
You
conclusion you have to come to. Like, do I want quality life, or do I want,
And so, but eventually,
and that's hard to make that decision.
As a society, we get to the place where we're like, okay, but what's causing that?
I
Okay,
know.
let's
You're right.
not just throw a pill at that.
You're right.
What's causing it? And that's why when we met Chip and Cindy Paul, and they were talking about the bioresonance scan.
Yeah, this is what we were
And the
talking about earlier
deworm.
with Chip and Cindy Paul. He has Chip Talk podcast, Neighborly Wellness Nutrition. But yeah, Brina, talk about the bioscan.
When we met them, it was at Finding Eve Wellness here in Durant.
Yeah.
It's a local business that's ran by our friend Eve. She's also a Mighty Mom. And she had an event where all of these holistic practices basically came together.
Yeah,
I think
Ryan was
and
there.
Amy were there. And they were like doing these bioresonance scans. And I'm like, okay. Because I'm like, okay, so I go put this tinfoil hat on. And I hold these little things.
Wait, let me reverse here. Reverse Terry. So when I get there, Brina's like, dude, they've got this scan. It scans your whole body, blah, 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 blah. And she's telling me, I'm pretty crunchy. So I'm like, but I was thinking, what? No, Brina, I don't know that you.
We're not doing that.
I didn't say no,
It's
but I was
how
like,
much?
yeah. She was like, it's only whatever, how
No,
much.
I said it not only because it was like it's $200.
It was something like
$250
that,
or something.
and-
totally worth it now that we know what it is.
But I was like, ooh.
And of course, insurance doesn't pay for it. Forget that.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. Brina's like, I'm doing it. And I'm
I
like,
did it.
okay, you do it. And then you come back and you tell me what happens. So wait. So Brina goes and she does her scan. She's over there. Tell them about your scan. And then I'm going to tell her when you come back.
Let me tell you about my scan. So I'm sitting there, and this guy knows nothing about my health.
No. Or doesn't
Nothing.
know us at all.
And so it is like those. I was on the academic team in high school, and we had these little buzzards that you didn't whenever you know the answer. And that's what, I don't know, that's what I was holding on to. So I'm sitting there with the little
and
hat
you had
thing
headphones on.
It was a headphone. Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
it wasn't a hat.
Headphones? Okay. I think in my head I was like, this is such a tinfoil thing to
Yeah.
be doing. And so I'm holding those things. It probably took like 20, maybe 30 minutes. And it's
The scan didn't take that long, did it?
about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're holding it for about,
Yeah.
you've got everything on for maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I can't remember. But anyway, so you do the scan, and it scans all your organs. It
from head to
scans-
toe, literally.
And it tells you, and he has an amazing, very educated way of explaining how it tells you all
Yeah.
the things, but it tells you all the things.
Yeah.
And it literally told, all the report that he was giving me was all the health issues that I have.
That
And
you
I
knew
said,
you had,
He didn't
and he didn't know.
any of that going into it.
With some added things.
So he says, so he starts talking about parasites, and I'm like thinking, well, I mean, I'm not going to have those.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have those. And so I come over to Dee Dee, and this is what I say.
She said, Dee Dee, girl, I got worms.
Which which is so gross, but
ew, you got worms? She's like, girl, you probably do too. And I said, no.
go do it because you do too.
So you know what? I had to see if I had worms just to prove her wrong. Thank the Lord that I had that.
Because she had worms too, and you probably do too. So don't
Everybody
be
got
judging.
worms.
So it's like something like 86% of the population, specifically in America,
Have parasites.
Have parasites.
Yeah.
Pinworms, roundworms,
Yeah.
hookworms, all the things. And so,
But we had specific different parasites that
we had different
We
parasites,
had different
which was
ones.
really weird. And I know I had pinworms and roundworms.
Yeah.
Were yours hooked?
I do have
can't
pin
remember.
and round, but I also had a parasite that possibly was attacking my kidneys.
Yeah, because you
and
had
bladder.
kidney stuff.
Kidney and bladder stuff that I didn't really know about, but then once he started talking about it, I was like, oh
It
my-
all made sense.
I'm like, I
because
do have
you
to go to the
had some
bathroom.
issues. Yeah,
I have to go to the bathroom all the time. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, that's due to that parasite. You know, we need to get rid of that or whatever.
So the one thing that he said to me that just really just
blew you away.
and it was so simple and easy is he said God designed our bodies perfectly.
Yeah.
And so if you have a autoimmune issue, if you have like gut issues or whatever, there's a reason that you have that.
Yeah.
And he said literally everyone has parasites and parasitic infections and where they just take root and
Yeah.
like they make a home in your body.
Yeah.
That is like almost everything is linked to parasitic infections. And it's been a game changer because I immediately started doing their cleanse.
Yep.
And
Just their protocol.
Now they have a deworm. Before they just had cleanse. I think like 2 or 3 months after that, they created their new deworm.
Yeah. And they
So-
create their product in their own lab. Like they do it all. It's
And I'm gonna
amazing.
tell
I
you
want to
this.
tour that one day.
I do too. We should do that and go do a live.
Maybe we should do that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. They stink. The pills,
Yeah, and they're gross
stink
because
so bad.
they're
And
so-
Chip said, I told him, I said, is there any way you can make? And he said, think about it. We are literally cleaning parasites out of your body. If something claims to do that and it tastes amazing,
It's not probably
it's probably not cleaning the parasites out. I mean, you are getting rid of years worth. Some people have years worth of parasites living in their body.
Yeah.
And they've just built up. And so what happens is they take root in an area and it causes your body to have to function in a different way, right? And so, because your body has to learn a way around that little parasitic home or hub or whatever. And so parasites can literally cause so many health issues that people don't realize. And it's like, even people who are diabetic, and he's like, hey, he will put people with diabetes on this protocol where you eat from noon to 5.
It's the intermittent fasting.
You're only gonna eat from noon to 5 every day, and you're gonna start this deworm and this cleanse protocol. And
because he recommends you do the cleanse and the dewormer on a fasting gut,
yes,
so it has a better chance.
and he
of
said it will
really,
still work if you don't, but it will work.
It's more effective if
so
you,
much more effectively if you do
And
that.
so we
window.
both did
Yeah.
exactly like
Yep.
he said.
The
And-
first time. This time I haven't really been paying attention to when I eat because I forget to eat during the day.
But still,
But-
we both followed through with that. We both saw a significant difference in our well-being.
yeah.
And I
noticed after 2 weeks, so it's a 10-day protocol. I didn't realize that when I did the, I took the whole bottle, which is fine. I mean,
I know
I'm
I'm
just gonna get
texting
rid of
Brina
them
and I'm
worms,
like, so
okay?
Brina was like, she did hers in 3 days. I did mine in 10. I'm like, I think it's
I
a
do
10.
not like the idea of there being parasites in my
I think
body.
there's a 10-day. And she's like, girl, I'm done. And I'm like, well, it's only been 3 days.
Probably. That
But
sounds about
like
right.
you said, it won't hurt you though. Like he was like, it's fine. You can do however you want to do it, but I recommend a 10-day.
Because it's a whole food grade product, right? I hope I'm not misspeaking, and we can have them on and tell us more about it. And they don't just do those products; they do a sleep. They do a calm, like serum, not serum.
They do tinctures.
Yeah, it's in a dropper. Yeah, for calm.
So they have an
calming.
option of tinctures or the actual. Now they're making the tablets The tinctures, you know, you don't have as much as the bad taste, but they have so many products. We'll post the link in there, and you can check them out and use our code.
I haven't found a way to get their cleanse or deworm product in Owen. You know, I can't crunch them up and put them in it because they just taste so bad. But I'm one of those people, like, I don't care if something tastes bad. If I know
The cleanse is in a tincture you can get.
they have it in a dropper now.
I
didn't
think
know
so.
that. Okay, is it the calm?
No, it's called.
It is called
I
cleanse.
think it's called cleanse.
Okay.
We could be wrong, but it is.
We'll find out.
I
And
know.
we'll post the link
I know the
because-
one that he recommended for Owen and probably most likely
And
Ted.
this link is already, if you will go to Mighty Moms Podcast Facebook page,
Yeah,
Dee
it's
Dee
in
already
there.
has this link in our, like, about.
It's in, and it's also in it's pinned as
One of our links.
one of our stories or something.
Yes.
You can just click on it, but
You'll
it's
be able to
True
find it.
Medics,
Yeah, True Medics.
and click on that link, and you can look at
And
all
you
those
definitely
products.
want to. I just meet with Eve, and we also, she's the one who introduced us to Chip and Cindy at the Finding Eve Wellness event, and I did just talk to her right before I saw her at the coffee shop, and she said that she does, since the deworm is out now,
Yeah.
she does the 10-day protocol of the deworm, and if you do it fasting, that's even better, like where you're eating only from 10 to 5. And then she says you're supposed to give yourself a 10-day break, which I didn't know because, you know, I'm just going to eat them all. I've been like, oh, I could do this bottle today, this bottle tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sick, you know. But she said to do the 10-day on the deworm and then give yourself a break, then do a 10-day cleanse. And then there is is it Vitality or one of them that's a gut health?
It's Vitality.
So you're killing the parasites, cleaning out the parasites, and also the cleanse helps with like H. pylori.
Yeah, that's what I had.
And other gut, and I had it too.
But I also had that parasite that comes from sometime in my childhood or a lifetime. I ate uncooked pork.
And that's very common, actually.
Really?
Yes, they said pork.
And I don't eat pork. Like, I stopped eating pork.
And I
I don't eat pork. If there's bacon, I'm gonna eat bacon. But I'm talking about like ham. Talking
Well,
about like
I'm
the
thinking
ham.
so every time I cook bacon, I'm sitting there looking at it and I get it burnt because
I know.
I'm sitting there going, parts of that,
and
the
that's
little
the
fatty
fat part.
parts,
It won't cook.
it doesn't cook. And I'm just like, that's not done. And then it burns and nobody eats it.
Yeah.
So my dog.
Yeah. Oh, I would eat
Hank's
burnt.
like, I'll take it.
I'll eat burnt bacon.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so it's common to have that.
So if you eat any kind of sushi or sashimi or uncooked fish at all, you can just check the box because you've got parasites. But also bacon, any kind of pork.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said what he told me was that I've probably got a parasitic infection when I was like
Little.
in high school
Yeah.
or a kid.
Yeah.
And that is why over time it has caused me to have autoimmune issues. And if you and there's, I don't have links, but I've read so many things before that say, hey, if you were to live 100 years ago when everybody had farmland,
Yeah.
the farmers were not only deworming their cattle and their farm animals, they were deworming their entire family.
Yeah.
Like the ivermectin, they were doing that. I'll probably get flagged for saying that.
Don't ban us TikTok.
They were giving themselves and their family twice a year.
Yeah. I believe that.
Like it was in the almanacs. Like everybody's getting dewormed twice a year because you're around it so much.
Yeah.
And then so why did we stop
Yeah.
doing that? We still eat the produce, we still eat the meat, we still eat all the things, and just environmental factors alone.
Yeah.
If you have pets, if you have animals, like
They're
I
bringing
have
it
this
in.
weird thing that
Oh,
I
you're-
will not touch my animal's paws because that is where they carry all of the parasites,
Yeah.
no matter how clean they are.
Yeah.
They go
Yeah.
outside to potty one time.
Yeah, they're bringing it back in. You're right. So true. But yeah, so check out Chip and Cindy Paul, Neighborly Wellness Nutrition, True Medics. Our True Medics links will be in there. We were talking about how parents, or specifically moms that are parents on
Our health suffers.
Our health suffers, yeah. it suffers, and we do put ourselves to the back burner while we care for our child. So we were just talking about the different ailments we have. I do have to say, after going through that protocol and everything, my Epstein-Barr virus levels are like in the hundreds. Normal's like 1 to 18. Mine are always in the hundreds.
That's crazy.
But after that, mine went from 108 to 60.
That's good.
So it worked. I'm not saying
Is it still there?
and so it's remained at 60, but my goal is to get it to the normal level.
Right,
So I'm going to continue. Like, do think the Beneve and the continuance of CHIPS protocol, like you said, every 3 months.
I do mine every 3 months, and here's the thing. If I start to feel bad, if I start to notice, hey, I'm having more RA pain, but it hasn't been 3 months, you better bet I'm going to be doing another one of those protocols, and I'm going to be doing the deworm and the cleanse.
Yeah.
And then making sure I'm on a really great, like, prebiotic, probiotic, all that, because this is what he explained to me. He's like, now, and he's not promising the world either.
Right.
But if you're consistent with it, because our bodies didn't get like this overnight. Our
Right.
bodies didn't get like this in a month.
It was years and years and years and years and years.
So you might do this protocol for 2 weeks and then be like, and the very first time I did the cleanse, I literally went from the worst flare-ups, all the things, to literally no pain.
Yeah.
And I've gotten so spoiled to that for the last almost year.
And
I have
then
hardly
that's
had
one
any
thing
pain
you
at
start to
all.
realize what normal kind of feels like.
Yeah.
And so
I feel like over the last year or two, I've gotten healthier than I've ever been in my life. So I am on medication for RA. So because that medication can affect your liver negatively, since I've been on it for the past, 8 years or so, every 90 days I have to have lab work done.
Yeah.
And this last time that I had my lab work done, which was like 2 months ago, it was the best it's ever been.
Yeah.
In my adult life.
Because your liver functions
Everything was normal.
able to process that medication
Yes. I
where
didn't
it's not going to affect your liver
I
maybe.
had actually had fatty liver before.
Yeah.
That was gone. I didn't have any like fatty liver markers. I didn't have my CRP was always above 10. Forget about it ever being normal. It was 5.
That's good.
And 5 and below
Yeah.
is normal. At 4 or 5 and below is normal. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you
anxious
serious?
to see what your blood work's going to be your next
know.
trip with the Power of 3.
I know.
And I've been on the Power of 3 for, like I said, I'm on my second bottle.
This is the first product we were talking
Yeah,
about at the
the
very
Beneve
beginning
product.
of this episode.
And I get blood work done next Monday. I was supposed to have it today, but they canceled on me, so I get my blood work done next Monday. So I'm
Okay.
excited to see, like, did my levels go down?
Oh, yeah.
So, because I do feel more rested, even though my child doesn't necessarily sleep,
But it's like
normally.
when you're sleeping, you're
But when
getting
I'm
good sleep.
sleeping, I'm getting that good REM,
Yeah.
and I'm rested, and I wake up not feeling like, oh, I need to go back to sleep.
And
or
that's
give
what
me
I
coffee,
always
you
feel.
know?
Like, I always feel like, oh my gosh, just if I could just sleep 2 more hours.
Yeah, I'm like,
But if you think
15
about
more
it-
minutes.
Oh, give me 2 more hours. But I did not feel like that this morning when I woke up, and I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but like, what? I'm like, could this little bottle, this Power of
I'm
3
telling
be that
you.
big of a game changer? Are you serious?
And you know, they do tell you, like, give 3 months. On supplements, you've got to give them time because it's not going to work necessarily 100% overnight. So I've always been told, give that supplement at least 3 months before you throw it out.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I told Brina, I was like, I was on my first bottle of the Power of 3, and I'm like, girl, and you're like,
Yeah.
I haven't taken it, I bought it.
And I forgot because I have
So-
so many other.
It's game
And there
changing. I
are-
feel like
I have a
it's-
lot of brands that I really like right now. I have been using Silver Fern also, which kind of has a lot of the same products. I've
Mm-hmm.
been using that. And I will continue to use that because I think I have like 14 bottles of stuff right now at my house from that brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will continue to use that until
Mm-hmm.
it's out. But nothing so far, even the other like parasite cleanses and things, nothing so far has been like, and I
a game changer for
not
you.
like this
Yeah.
Power of 3 and the deworm
But
and
the
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 chip
true
ball stuff.
So
and
the True Medics and the Beneve stuff. We're giving that a try, and we're
Super
gonna
excited
hopefully
about it.
if her journey continues to be positive and
And it says
great.
it helps with glowing skin, and I'm like,
Give me that glow, girl.
yes, please.
Yeah. So we're going to hopefully sign up as soon as Brina's like, yeah, let's do it. We're going to do
I'm
it.
serious. Like, I was like, and I just happened to run into Eve today right before I came here, and I was like, okay, this is no coincidence. I got to tell you, I tried that last night, and it just made her so happy.
Yeah.
Because she's
yeah.
been telling me to take it.
I know.
You know?
I know she's like, man, she's
like,
a
"That makes
godsend
my
for us
day."
because she has helped us in many ways on our journey for health.
So we're going to, and she just told me this too. She said as soon as we sign up to let her know, because she'll get us on a call. And I know like a lot of multi-level marketing companies do this, like but to meet the founder of the company.
Wow,
And because they did just start, and so they're able to still do that,
Yeah.
you know, where we can like get feedback from them, learn more about their company, why they started it, you know, just all the things.
Yeah.
So
That's exciting. So y'all hang in there with us, and we'll let you know.
I wonder if they're on TikTok. We could do a live split screen with them.
I've searched on TikTok. I mean,
They're very new, aren't they?
they're so new, but there are some people that we do follow on Mighty Moms podcast because I've been looking at their pages that are affiliates with them, and so. But the most research that I have found, of course, is through their company website, and then also on YouTube.
Okay.
The company has its own YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube,
Very cool.
whatever channel.
Well, we could look
So
into that.
we'll look into
because
that, and we'll link everything in our comments on the podcast as well as on these lives.
I hope we didn't miss any comments on TikTok.
I
I
can
keep
check.
seeing
check.
things, but I don't. It tells us when people join. And if you're watching live on TikTok, if you don't mind dropping some hearts for us, that would be great.
Yeah, just start tapping that screen 100
And
times. You can tap
also, if you want to drop
20,000 times.
if you want to drop your, is that new link, the TikTok shop link?
Oh yeah, TikTok shop link.
Where we can click your link and add some money to your account.
Live will end.
Oh, we don't want the live to end.
Oh, just a second. I don't know what I pressed.
Yeah, so if you're on TikTok right now, you know, and you have that, if you go to your profile.
Oh, hi, Dee Dee.
If you go to
Sorry.
your profile on TikTok and you have that little purple ticket up in your left-hand corner, you can click that ticket and then share your link. It'll say
Yeah.
invite friends, and you share that link with us. We will go and click it, and it adds, how much does it add to their account?
So
every time?
each day that you do it, I think it's through the 16th of December, we can continuously post our
Okay.
links and get money. But right now, if you just click on our links, it gives us $2. So, I mean, that adds up quickly.
And so every account can earn up to $30 a day.
Well, each day it changes. So, like, I
Okay.
think we can get $50 today, maybe.
serious?
And then some on down the line, we can get $100 a day.
So do I
Like,
just need to be sending that link to all my friends and say, hey, just click this?
Yeah.
That's all I need you to
That's
do.
what
is
you're
just click
seeing
it.
all over on
Okay.
TikTok, I'm sorry, on Facebook, Instagram. You're seeing those pages, but go to find us on Facebook to do our links. Just go to our Facebook page and just click them every day. Just be like, oh, I'm gonna go click Mighty Mom's link
And put yours in the comments.
and put yours
we'll
in the
click yours
yeah,
as well.
Absolutely. I've been clicking links every time. If I
I do
post them to
too.
somebody's
People
page,
I don't even know.
yeah,
I'm
I don't
just
care
like,
who you
click,
are.
Click, click. And then I like it to let them know, I got
Yeah.
you, girl. I got
Yeah.
you, girl.
So help each other out. Spread the love, because I can't imagine, this can buy people's presents for Christmas. We have 512 people.
But if you think about that, that could. Like, think about single moms who are out there who, like,
Yeah.
barely have a budget for Christmas, but they're able to do $30 one day, $40
Yeah,
the
that's
next day,
presents.
$50. That could be her kid's Christmas.
It is. So don't knock it. I see these pages saying, let's just turn into some, I don't know.
Just scroll past it.
Don't click on it and move on.
Just scroll. Yeah, click on it, then scroll past it.
So help each other out, because Brina and I, we've made money every day, and I've bought stuff for the studio. Some really cool stuff. I hope they come in by next live, because I'm anxious to try it. It'll maybe fix us to where we're not like weird in the screen. It'll be more professional.
I love it. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
But I mean, this new
But
thing's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get that.
Yeah. So anyway.
So drop your link.
Oh, and we're still trying to be a TikTok affiliate. Ain't no luck here.
So have we applied and gotten turned down? Because I've heard of people getting approved early.
We can't. Okay, so here's the problem. Here's what and if you can help us on TikTok, let me know. Here's what I've investigated.
Okay.
Because we signed up for the TikTok seller as a business, I had to close our shop, and that takes 30 days to close our shop and switch our account to individual.
Oh.
Because you cannot be on, apparently, the TikTok affiliate as a business.
What's weird is that's when we stopped getting as many followers,
I know.
isn't it?
I think they're like really holding our account back right now because I closed that shop. But we have to do it to be able to be an affiliate.
I know, and I just hate that their algorithms are like that. Where
Yeah. So
I mean,
it might have hurt us, but I did check the health of our account and we're in good standing. So I don't understand that part.
why?
But I do think it doesn't shoot us out to the world like in the algorithm like
it
it
used
would.
to.
Yeah. So I think that's holding us back a little bit. But y'all keep sharing our stuff,
Please.
inviting people to follow us. But I hope we help y'all. We're not here just to try to get on TikTok shop. Our main goal is to help moms and caregivers out there, special needs moms, caregivers of autism. We'll just help
A community.
a support system, and
A cult.
a cult. We said a cult, and that's what we want. We want to. We want to
that's
where
what we mean. And
where
if
we
you
say
have
we
a
need.
problem with it, then you can't be a part
Hey,
of
I
it.
need help, and we have that cult that comes together to support, cheer us on, and help us out. So that's our goal. We
And
have
I know autism moms stick together like nobody's business.
That's right. They are the
Like,
loyalist group of
Yes.
individuals, and because if I see somebody on there struggling, I'm going to post something.
You know,
I'm
and I
going to
think
help
it's
them.
because, like, I see, and I'm not going to bring up her name, and I hope she listens to this because she'll know I'm talking about her. But she doesn't live here. She lives close, but not here. She does live in Oklahoma, and she's been trying to come to one of our coffee breaks for months.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean, and it's at least a 30-minute drive for her to get here. Maybe further. I don't know exactly where she lives, but I don't even know her. I've never met her in person, or if I have, I don't remember. I don't think we've met in person, but I sent her a friend request because someone had reached out to me and was like, hey, there's this mom, and I just thought maybe y'all could get connected, and I can't remember who it was, so don't ask. But maybe y'all could get connected because her kid was recently diagnosed, and it's just like, you instantly go back to
where you were in that
where I
time.
was, and
Yeah.
she doesn't even have to say a word.
You're like, I got to be there for her.
And I'm just like, I got you, girl.
Yeah.
Because I know where she is. And there's just something like the exhaustion, the
worry.
the stress, the grief that you go through.
Yeah.
Like, no words have to be even said. Now, Dee Dee and I say a lot of words. But
it took a while to get there, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning, I see posts on these moms saying, I don't know how, and I don't know what to do, or,
and I
say,
remember
because,
being there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you literally build a strength up, like they say, strength of lifting a Buick. That
Yeah.
you get that strength as you go through the journey. But you need those moms to support you, to lift you during those times where you can't
Right.
and don't have the strength.
Right.
And that's what we're here for.
And no matter how far you get in your journey, you still have
I-
those days.
I do.
had
I'm
one-
17
was it
years
2
old.
weeks ago. It was
Yeah.
over the weekend, and I was texting Dee Dee, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
done with life.
And I'm like,
She had to talk me off the
what do you
ledge.
want to do? You want to come live with me? No, I was just kidding.
And everybody was irritating
The
me.
thing is, like, at that moment, I wanted to go to her house. I wanted to be there for her, but her whole family had the stomach virus.
Yeah,
And
can't
so
do
she's
that.
like, Dee, you can't, you can't come
Well, it's
here.
just like when I heard Tad had a seizure.
Yeah,
I
she drove straight to the
I just
emergency
got-
room, and I
didn't
never
even
got
get to see him.
I never got to see
or her.
you. But she just,
But you knew I was there.
I knew she was there, and she did not have to do that. But that's what we want to do when we hear a mom in need or going through something.
I was at the office, and I was like, I'm going to Dallas.
Yeah.
Tad's in the hospital.
So that's the heart we have for each other, and and maybe you don't have that in your heart right now because you're struggling or whatever, but
And there will be days where you don't, and you're like, I don't care. They can.
yeah,
But it's about the big picture.
it is. It's the big picture, and I hope that we helped at least one mom a day. No, I was kidding. At least one mom through every podcast, every live, every, whatever.
Oh, I got to tell you something that happened before we get off.
Yeah, we got to go pretty quick.
Because you might be listening. So I was at a birthday party Friday night. And one of my friends was like, hey, so I was going to a birthday dinner. It was at Choctaw, the resort. So if you're not from here, there's Choctaw casinos and resorts, and they have these adorable, cute little restaurants. And one of my friends is a party planner, and it was her birthday, the end of November. And so we all got together and did a brunch. And then again, we did it was Saturday night, and we did a dinner that night. And one of her friends is a DJ, and he was DJing a company party. And she said, he wants us to come up there. Him and his girlfriend are there working the thing or whatever. He wants us to come up there and say hi. So we were like, okay. So we walk over there to say hi, and I'm standing there. And this guy that works at this other company comes up to me, and he goes, are you Brina Dutton? Oh. And he goes, with Mighty Mom's podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Like, totally fangirling. Made my day.
No.
His name is Dan, and we're friends on Facebook now. But he knows my office manager. And immediately text her. And she was so sweet. She says this morning, so now I get texts on Saturday nights about people fangirling about you. And I'm like, made my whole weekend. Like,
that's so cool.
And so his wife is a pediatrician.
Oh, wow.
Just found that out. And then he is a physical therapist.
Oh, wow.
And he's wanting to possibly do a podcast.
Okay.
So it was just really cool.
That's cool.
And I said, well, maybe we should have you on as a guest. And we can talk about PT, because a lot of our kids have PT.
Well, I want to talk to a physical therapist. I believe it's the physical therapist when I spoke about the, what was it? I just went blank. We went last week, and I'm like, never mind.
That's
Lost
okay.
it.
I'm sorry, I'm not helping.
We do need a pediatrician, so I'd love for him to come. I mean, a physical therapist, I think, would be the one to help with those sensory.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? I just went, oh my gosh.
Me too.
What's reflexes.
Reflexes.
Primitive reflexes.
Yes, I remember you bringing that up now.
Now come back to me. But
who was telling you about that? Someone was saying...
my son's pediatrician.
Okay.
Was saying that he would need to get his primitive reflexes, which he sent me to a person that I could do a Zoom call with and actually do the therapy at home, which is great. But I'd like to talk to someone more in depth about it, and maybe I can get her on.
Well, and teach us all about it, because I have never heard of that until
if he
you brought
knows
it up.
about that would be cool.
I bet he does.
Yeah,
I bet he does.
And I'd like to pick his brain too, because my niece is going to be a physical therapist.
If you hear this, Dan, I don't know if I think he's a Facebooker. I don't know that he's a TikToker. I'm not sure.
Got a spam call.
Uh-oh.
Leave me alone.
I get so many spam calls every day.
And
it says spam risk. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm not going to answer, but every now and then I will go, hello?
And they'll sit there.
And they start talking. No, they start talking, and I go, hello? And they're talking. Oh, ma'am, can you hear me? Hello? And I can totally hear them.
Oh.
But I'm acting like I can't.
I can't do that. I get so mad.
And then I'll go, that's so weird. I can't hear anybody. It's so weird. And I can totally hear them the whole time.
You're total opposite than me. I'm like, this is not Jeannie. Quit calling me.
Yeah, just do the whole thing where you answer it, but you act like you can't hear them. But then do it every day. And after like 10 or 15 days.
I block every one of them.
And so you never have to be rude. I should do that too. I don't like being rude. And I don't know why I even care, because it's not like they care about our time. But
no. They're not even looking for me. It's always somebody else.
Oh, it's always me they're looking for. It's not, I pay my bills. It's not that. It's just they're trying to sell me something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not buying it. I'm not doing it.
Not doing it. Well, you know what? We've been on here for over an hour, so we're going to close.
Today went fast.
It did. And we'll look forward to see everybody next Monday at our live Q&A. We're not getting very many questions, so that's okay. We had topics to talk about anyway.
Can you do one the week of Christmas? I can too.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. So we're gonna wear our Christmas pajamas.
Yes, we should. I was going to say that off air, but I was going to
Frida
say
and I
that.
have Christmas onesies. You can see in our you can see it in our post, our Christmas post. We have our Christmas onesies anyway. That's pretty cool.
We had a photo shoot done a couple of years ago in our Christmas jammies.
We need to get we need to get in our schedule our photo shoot for January.
And we can wear our Santa hats.
Santa hat. Well, we can't because of our headphones.
We can just flip it back.
We could put
I
it
don't know,
over
figure
it.
out- Yeah, we could.
Probably.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah, we could.
Anyhow. All right. Well,
Thanks for watching our Q&A Monday.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Thanks TikTok. Y'all always show up and show out, and we thank
Thank you.
for everything. We have 16 new messages.
I'm telling you that
I love that.
that power of 3. I cannot even wait to sign up because
We're gonna put on.
I have felt more energetic today.
Yeah.
Like
Usually
during
I don't
this.
have any brain. You notice that I haven't had much brain fog.
No, you haven't.
I had a little bit of a brain fart.
From the primitive reflexes, but that's
But
fine.
other than
That's
that,
it. That's
it
the
does-
only brain
it
fart
does-
you've had today.
It does help. It helps me because usually I can't even hardly talk
No.
prior to
Yeah.
all my stuff.
Yeah.
So I have
We
to
did
write
well
that
today.
I have to write that down too.
Power
So,
of 3.
Yeah.
We will be sharing that with you guys definitely next Monday.
Yeah.
If not before then.
We'll bring.
in a
I'll bring my
post.
product up here too, and we'll
Show you the bottle, show you what it looks like.
And we'll be signed up by
No
then.
bad taste. It's a capsule. The powder that's in it is like a white, wheatish color. I'm not saying it has wheat in it. I'm just saying. Please.
Stop it.
Wow. It's no wheat. But anyway, I don't have any qualms. I don't have any problems taking it. So.
And I need you to try the coffee samples.
I
Because
will.
I'm gonna have my husband try the coffee. He loves coffee too, but there's one that he likes to have extra coffee.
Well, I feel like my body has been, ever since I've been resetting, and I know we got to get off, but I'm doing the cleanse and the deworm, and when I do, I feel like my body's in the process of resetting, and I'll have a cup of coffee, and normally I
It's
can
too
drink
much.
a Trenta,
Yeah.
and it's like my body's saying,
you don't
that's
need
too-"
that.
So I have literally started drinking the small ones because I don't need
That
much caffeine.
Yeah, and you're gonna notice that with the Power of 3
And
too.
I think now it might be a good time for me to do an adrenal fatigue, an adrenal reset,
Mm-hmm.
and get off of coffee for a bit.
Well, that Beneve supplement is a cortisol adrenal supplement.
Yeah.
The
And
coffee
anything,
thing.
if you say cortisol, I'm like, here's my money.
You
If
have a sample.
I know, and I
You
haven't
need to
used
try
it
it,
yet.
and you don't use all of it. It comes in these samples. Like you can
a
literally
little stick.
You don't
with
even
a
use the
powder.
whole stick, or you can get the scoop. But she says use like a quarter of that a time
Really?
in your decaf coffee,
Okay.
and it gives you all the
Nutrients
nutrients
that decreases
that
cortisol. and
decreases cortisol,
gives
and it
you
will help you
natural
lose
energy.
weight, and it gives you the natural energy where and you can still enjoy your coffee. You just do the decaf.
Yeah. I'm going to start doing that because lately when I've been having coffee and it's like my body's like, and I've never felt that before. And I think it's from doing the
Yeah.
True Medics
Yeah.
cleanse.
Where you don't need as
and
much coffee.
the deworm and all that. And my body's resetting. So, okay, guys.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to see you next Monday at
All right.
11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we can't wait.
See you then.
Bye.
Okay, Mighty Moms, we're signing off.
Connect with us on our Mighty Moms socials, submit your topic ideas, and share it all.
Follow us at Mighty Moms Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Also, visit our website at MightyMomsPodcast.com. And remember, together we are a worldwide cult of Mighty Moms. Real bitch.
Listen, my carpets used to be a struggle to keep clean. Between 2 boys and 2 fur babies, I was always cleaning up spills and stains. Then I found Ray at ChemDry. And basically, I've had him on speed dial ever since. So when you need your carpets, furniture, or even hardwood floors cleaned, call or even text ChemDry. Ray will get you all cleaned up. Founded, owned, and operated by nurses, Angels of Care Pediatric Home Health's clients are at the heart of everything they do. Proudly serving the medically fragile community since 2000, Angels of Care offers private duty nursing services, speech, physical, and occupational therapies, and respite care across the nation. We are also happy to announce we have started offering services in Colorado. Please visit angelsofcare.com or call 855-45-ANGEL for more information. Get your halos on.
If you've been in an automobile accident or have vehicle damage, S&L Collision Center is the body shop to call for all your auto body repair needs. Larry Hallmark and family have been in business for many years. They are honest and do exceptional work. I have had all of my vehicles repaired by them and have always been satisfied with their work. So if you're in the need for auto body repair, call S&L Collision Center at 580-924-5958. Blackburn Plumbing and Air provides high-quality plumbing, heating, and air conditioning services in Durant, Oklahoma, and throughout the Texoma region. With a proven track record for getting exceptional results, they are ready to take on even the most challenging plumbing and HVAC issues.
Contact them at 580-775-1779 to schedule your appointment today.
Has your Texoma area kiddo recently been diagnosed with autism? You received an order for ABA therapy but have no idea what ABA therapy is or where to enroll your child to receive ABA therapy? Well, look no further than the Owen Academy. TOA was opened in early 2024 and is owned by a local autism mom who has previous business experience in opening varying categories of clinics in Texas and Oklahoma. But most importantly, she has real-world experience navigating life as an autism mom. The Owen Academy has gone above and beyond to create a beautiful and imaginative environment in their now 2 clinic locations in Durant, Oklahoma, to ensure that their therapy techniques are always child-led and play-based. The Owen Academy is proudly serving many families in Bryan, Atoka, Grayson, and Marshall counties with a goal to always expand when and where there is a need. In addition to their warm and inviting therapy clinics, the Owen Academy has gone the extra mile to ensure the qualifications, compassion, heart, and stamina of their board-certified behavioral analysts and registered behavior technicians. At TOA, we are a family. We would love for you to join us and help us continue to create awareness and compassion for individuals with autism in our community. If you're looking for a career in autism therapy or looking to enroll your child in our therapy services, email us today at info@theowenacademy.com or call 580-706-OWEN. That's 580-706-6936. The Owen Academy, where possibilities are limitless.
Bushwhackers Land Clearing and Brush Grinding Services provide cost-effective land clearing and brush grinding services in Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and the surrounding areas. Their environmentally conscious approach keeps soil disturbance to a minimum and can clear without leaving brush piles to burn. They provide commercial land clearing, farm, ranch, pasture clearing, and ROW and pipeline clearing. For all your land clearing needs, call or text Jerry at 580-920-5039 to get your estimates today.
Ladies, let me tell you about my personal experience with Plump Injectables and Beauty Bar in Durant. Yes, I get Botox like clockwork every 4 months. There's no shame in it for me. I love that I've been able to watch my forehead lines and crow's feet disappear over the last year, and I can't imagine now ever not getting Botox from Randy and her girls at Plump. Their location here in Durant has such a serene and peaceful vibe. As soon as you walk in the door, you're greeted with a sweet hello and a scent of their very own signature diffuser oil. From Botox, lip flips, and microfacials to lash and eyebrow tinting, hydrating facials, body sculpting and waxing, and so much more, Plump has all of your top-tier beauty essentials covered. Get your plumped on by calling 580-634-2852 or emailing plumpedbeautybar@gmail.com. Visit plumpedbeauty.com to see their comprehensive list of services and see what the buzz is all about. If you're into building your own pizza, salad, or dessert with the most incredible toppings, look no further than the Corner Crust, a uniquely curated pizza cafe on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Durant, Oklahoma. And if you're not in the mood to build your own pizza, they have all your traditional pizzas on the menu, plus some fun and flavorful options like pickle pizza and Mexican cowboy. Yeehaw! Follow the Corner Crust on Facebook for special events like live music by local featured artists, teen night, motorcycle night, or karaoke night. If we can say one thing about the Corner Crust, it's that they have options, and options make the world go around. Visit the Corner Crust Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., or book your special event by calling
580-380-4290.